Happy Halloween, my friends. Virus here, and you know what time it is. For everyone that is new, this is a segment I like to do at the end of OctSpookScareTober on day 13, of course, and it's story time. What might the story be, you ask? Another story from my childhood, and this one takes place in Pokemon Diamond, once again. So let's not waste any time and get into why the Lost Tower is such an important place from my childhood. Just like last year's story, this story starts off with a younger Virus, about 6 years of age, walking out to the Christmas tree and being greeted by not only a DS Lite, but a copy of Pokemon Diamond. I loved the heck out of that game. It was my first experience with the Pokemon franchise as a game, and it did not disappoint. I loved that game to pieces. I can remember playing it for hours on end every day, even playing it when I'm supposed to be asleep for school the next day. I would sneak my DS to school every day just to play it, showing my friends the cool team I've made, how many badges I have, the progress I've made in the story. I was absolutely loving this game. Until one night. You thought the story stopped at the old Gateau, but I'm here to tell you, the story doesn't stop there. Before getting to Salacion Town, I was greeted with this, the Lost Tower. Now you might be thinking, cool little monument, cool piece of architecture, but it's much more than that. Upon entering, I hear the Eterna Forest music. Now, for people that don't know, I love Eterna Forest. I will spend hours just running around, and sometimes I'll just leave the music on. Sometimes while I'm writing a script for a video, sometimes while I'm just doing anything else. I love Eterna Forest music. So to hear it here, it felt so misplaced, because in front of me are what appear to be gravestones of deceased Pokemon. I decided to not think anything of it, and just head up these stairs. I was not prepared for what awaited me above these stairs. Upon going up these stairs, I see it. Dozens of Pokemon gravestones and caskets just spread out everywhere. And then it dawned on me, Pokemon can die. Now remember, this was my first game I ever played in the Pokemon franchise, so I was not exposed to Lavender Town just yet. This was my Lavender Town, right here. Just seeing all these Pokemon gravestones and caskets just everywhere. I froze in place. I could not move. And then I realized that the Pokemon in my party, the very Pokemon that I raised and was so attached to, will die someday. But it doesn't stop there. After walking around the room a bit, I run into a Ghastly. Multiple Ghastly. And this made me think, are Ghastly just dead Pokemon? Is my Infernape and Staraptor and Luxray going to turn into a Ghastly when they die? And I specifically remember catching a Ghastly because, well, as a kid, I thought it was just a lost spirit of a Pokemon, so I caught it and wanted to just be friends with it and give it new life. It's just such an unsettling place to be, and this all took place while I was supposed to be in bed for school the next day. So it was dark in my room, very dark. I remember just walking among these gravestones, and it was just such a weird mix of emotions. A mix of happiness from the Eterna Forest music, but also a sense of dread and sorrow for the people that have lost these Pokemon. I immediately ran out because I couldn't take anymore. Shut my DS and went to bed. And this led me to playing the game every single day before my dad sat down with me and told me it was just a game and my Pokemon won't actually die. Unless the game card, of course, gets destroyed, but besides my point. But the Lost Tower will always stick to me no matter what, because I think it cemented how I feel about my Pokemon teams going forward, because I got so attached to them. And I think that attachment comes from just this experience in general. I think this experience made me all the more attached to my Infernape and my Staraptor because I thought they were going to die someday. Just such a weird mix of emotions, happiness from Eterna Forest, and then just feeling sorry for all the people that have lost their Pokemon in this that now rest in this tower. It was a lot for a 6-year-old, you know? But unfortunately, that's about where this story ends. I know, it was quite short, but the Lost Tower is a very important location to me in Pokemon, and I wanted to share my experience with it. I thought no other day would be better to share it on than Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful night. I hope you got a good amount of candy. Just don't make yourself sick the next day. I've been there, done that. It's not fun. So enjoy your candy, but in moderation is my advice. But thank you guys for watching. This was a very, very fun video to make. I'm very, very excited for you guys to watch this. I'm gonna go edit it right now. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Halloween. Thank you for joining me for OctSpookScareTober this year. As always, I will see you in the next video. Virus out. Happy Halloween, guys.